Right now, I am pissed beyond recollection because I just found out that the panic mode for the Mets, just panic mode front office for the Mets, just shipped Max Scherzer out to the Texas Rangers. Look, we all knew the Rangers weren't going to get anything out of the DeGrom deal, but this is ridiculous. Shipping out the guy who's probably been one of your better pitchers this year to Texas for a minor league prospect in Jack Leiter Jr. Whatever. But didn't we do something similar to this in 2017 when we gave up our best offensive player that year, Jay Bruce, and it caused the team to fall to pieces? To be fair, Terry Collins wasn't sticking around anyway because he openly stated that 2017 was going to be his last year with the team as the manager anyway. Throw in how badly the injuries really severely crippled the team in 2017, and it didn't really matter no matter how it was going to pan out. Anyway, tonight I'm covering the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles, which should get underway in about 8 minutes. It wasn't for this heat and constant humidity static getting in the way of the broadcast. And believe me when I say I am so pissed off about this right now. While most people on Fox tonight will get the Yankees against the Orioles, those living in New England or on the deep west or out on the West Coast will be getting Boston versus San Francisco. Those who live in the middle of the country or in the South or in the Florida area will get Houston against Tampa. Let's look at the lineups for both squads tonight. Taking the mound for the Baltimore Orioles is Tyler Wells. He comes in with a 7-5 record, 3.65 ERA. But he's 2-3 with a 4.50 ERA in his last 7 starts. He's given up 45 runs, 30 walks, has 110 strikeouts, 80 hits in 111 innings. On the other side of the aisle, for the Yankees, Clark Schmidt, the 27-year-old right-hander, Clark Schmidt takes the mound. 6 and 6 this year with a 4.33 ERA. A 99.2 innings pitched. 99 2/3 of innings pitched this year. 97 strikeouts, 28 walks. In his last 7 starts, he's 4-0 with a 3.58 ERA. Well, 6 starts, 7 games he's popped up in. Kenny Albert and John Smoltz are on the call. I'll hand them yards. Lineup for the Yankees tonight, they'll lead off with Giancarlo Stanton in the DHing. Tony Rizzo at second. Oh, scratch that. Gleyber Torres will lead off, playing second base. Then Aaron Judge in right, batting second. Giancarlo batting third, DHing. Anthony Rizzo's the cleanup. DJ LeMahieu in left. At third. IKF in left. I don't know why. Harrison Bader in center. Anthony Volpe, or Volpe as it's actually pronounced, in short. And Kyle Higashioka batting ninth and behind the plate. For the Orioles, Andy Rushman will bat first behind the plate. Gunnar Hernandez bats in the 2 slot, playing third base. Anthony Santander bats third. He'll play right. Ryan O'Hearn playing first base. He'll bat cleanup. Ryan Mountcastle's the DH. He bats fifth. Adam Frazier at second base. He'll bat sixth. Austin Hayes in left. He'll bat seventh. Batting eighth, Colton Hauser in center. And Randall Urias. And rounding it out, Ramon Urias at third. At third base, batting ninth. Yankees have been falling apart this year since Judge's injury. And they got nothing in his comeback last night. The Orioles, on the other hand, come into this a game and a half ahead of the Rays for tops in the AL East. Since this is distance viewing, I'm going to have to put on the specs. This thing's do more harm than good for me. One of the main reasons I don't put these damn things on is so I don't get busted. If anyone wants to join, the link is in the chat. I doubt anyone will join tonight. And again, despite being called Mets 2-1-2-8, one would ask, why the hell am I calling a Yankee game? Simply put, it's a twofold issue. One, I don't have a dish, and even if I could afford it to watch the Met game, my mom would get mad at me for it. And two, both teams suck. The team kind of sucks this year, and I'm not going to lie about that. Tyler Wells' best stuff is his four-seamer with his cut fastball. Occasionally, he'll fall back on his changeup and slider, with his curveball being his absolute last resort. We're underway. And Glaber pops it up right field. So Tanner's not going to have to pull any theatrics. And he's got it. One down. First pitch of the game and the first out. Here's the Papa John's starting lineup. Torres, Judge, Stanton, Rizzo, LeMahieu, IKF, Bader, Volpe, and Higashioka, the Yankee batting order tonight. Here's the Judge. He'll take strike one. Still leads the Yankees with 19 homers, but that injury left him with very limited this year. 40 RBI so far. Oh, that's driven the left field, but it's playable. Hayes is called off by Krauser in left center at the edge of the track, and it's caught. 2 down. So 3 pitches, 2 outs. Yankees not showing a lot of discipline at the plate. This is usually a panic mode sign, given that even though they're 5 over 500, they're in the basement of the AL East, something you don't expect with the Bronx Bombers. And keep in mind, this is a team that has not missed the playoffs since 2016, which was the last in a stretch of 3 of 4 years where they missed the playoffs from 2013 to 2016. Giancarlo is up 6 homers and 14 RBIs in his last 14 games, but he's still hitting below the Mendoza line. Those legs are shot. Strike one. Pitch 2, low and in the dirt, 1-1. Goodbye! That one is crushed. See ya! Over the new elevated fence and left, and the Yankees draw first blood. For Giancarlo, that's his 14th of the year. Yankees get on the board first. A bullet over that left field fence. I really hate when I have to call these games on humid days. Ball 1 to Anthony Rizzo. Strike 1. So Wells off to a wrong foot immediately. In his last 203 at-bats, Rizzo has only gotten 1 ball over the fence, which shows how much offensively this Yankee team has stumbled. In many cases, it's been defense and the pitching that's kept them in games. Ball 2. Just missed on that pitch. 3-1. I thought that was strike 2. What's up, Raph? I know, Raph. It's weird for me to call a Yankee game, but I got nothing better to do tonight. 3-1 pitch. Takes full count. Especially from a Met fan who's part of the big blue crew. Like I said, had nothing better to do. Don't have a dish, so I can't watch the Met game via the Nationals setup. Here's the payoff. And he walked him. Must be raining in New York again, which I wouldn't be surprised with. DJ LeMahieu was hit safely in 12 of his last 15 games he's played in. Strike takes one over the middle, strike one. Other games in the middle of delays, the Cubs and the Cardinals. Well, it's the only other game in delay right now in St. Louis. 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. You want in, Raph? Here's the link. I mean, I was originally going to do this with Jose, but he's on vacation in Virginia. Ground ball. Going to be a tough play at first. Got him. But the Yankees get on the board first. One inning complete. I mean, half an inning down. Yankees won, and the Orioles coming up. Are coming up. I really hate how humid it is down here today. Of course, the last Yankee game I called was, I think, against either Boston or St. Louis. If it was Boston, then the Yankees lost. Won. If it was St. Louis, the Yankees lost. Of course, the latter of which I couldn't upload properly because I decided to experiment and see if it would work on Twitch. I couldn't get it through on Twitch. Anyway, here's the Oriole lineup. Rutschman, Henderson, Satander, O'Hearn, Mountcastle, Frazier, Hayes, Cowser, and Urias, the batting order. First pitch to Rutschman, strike one. Here's Clark Schmidt. He's allowed 3 or fewer earned runs in his last 11 starts, longest active streak in the American League. Strike two, down the pipes. Here's the 0-2. Too high, ball one. And he got plunked. And Rutschman leads off the game for the Orioles by getting plonked on the top of the foot. Ball hit the top of the foot, bounced in, and then bounced in and out of Higashioka's glove. The back foot and bounced into the glove. So he's on with a hit with a hit by pitch. And lucky for Rutschman, he got hit on the top of the foot instead of on the inside part of the bones, which would have broken if he got hit there. Strike one to Henderson, and he was playing shortstop tonight. 16 homers, 43 RBI, 7.93 OPS, and a 238 batting average. Not terrible when you consider shortstops are more known for their speed, not their power. Ball two. Fouled off. 2-1. I really hate this fucking humidity. Two one to the side, and they'll get the force at second. And Volpe fielded it, and he threw it to Glaber. They'll settle for the force out at second base. In his first 9 starts, Clark has a 6.30 ERA and a 3.10 batting average. Here's the Tonder, who was the walk-off hero last night for the O's. 45 extra base hits, 18 of them homers. One O is pop fouling behind the plate, 1-1. One pitch, high and out, 2-1. Brandon Hyde this season popped up in front of the mound and caught by Schmidt. 2 down. Okay, so Buck wasn't part of the Orioles in 2016. Let me just in 2017. Oh, so my bad. Buck was kicked out after the 2017 season, same time as Terry Collins. It's been this Brandon Hyde guide since then. But given that he's had to slowly but surely rebuild the Orioles, he's done a decent job. Oh, he was in 9 seasons in Baltimore. My bad. 0-1 pitch driven hard by O'Hearn, but it goes foul down the left field line. Ball 1. That's chopped. Torres will scoop it up, and that ends the inning. So the Orioles strand one on a hit batter and then a walk and then a force out, and they get nothing out of it. One inning complete in Baltimore, 1-0 Yankees. Okay, so it's Brandon Hyde who's running this team right now. And has been running it for the better part of the last 4 years. My mistake. Buck got kicked out after the abysmal 2018 season. But that said, the team has never finished outside of the fourth slot in the AL East. You know better than the fourth slot in the AL East in each of the 4 years he's managed so far. He had an interim managerial post as with the Marlins, but he only managed one game before he got fired. Hired, then found a job as a coach as one of the coaches for the Cubs from 14 to 18, where he went where he was part of the coaching staff of the 20 World Championship 2016 team, World Champion 2016 squad. Top two, Wells back to work. He faces Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Ball one. That was a statue of Frank Robinson, not Jackie, for those wondering. In 19 of his last 24, IKF has reached safely. Strike one. Strike two. That's fouled off. 1-2. Foul off again. This one going behind the plate. Sorry if the signal keeps fading in and out. It's the humidity down here for the game on television. It's the humidity in this area that's causing it to fade in and out. 1-2 pitch. 2-2. That one's foul off again by IKF. Foul off again. Mets hoping to get their game started by around 8:05 at the soonest. Key success for the Orioles this year when they're scoring first, they're 33-10. 35 comebacks, tied for most wins, tied for most in the majors. Ball three, that one just missed the inside part of the plate. And he walks him. Second walk in the last three batters for Ty Wells. Okay. Strike one to Harrison Bader. That happened in 1954, and they were rechristened the Baltimore Orioles, and would win titles in 72, in 70, 79, 77, and 1982. Not sure about the 77 title. I doubt it. Anyway, 0-2 pitch. Foul off again. Hmm. 0-2 pitch. Back to the mound. One. And they'll only get the force out. Runner goes, throw to second, gets into the outfield. That's a throwing error on the catcher. Bader will go to third. Two and one count. Swing and a miss. Throw back to second. The third. Got Bader. Rutschman redeems himself on the throwing error for catching Bader too far off the bag. And Urias with a quick tag. Volpe fouls that one off. Ball three. So basically, a runner in scoring position snuffed out for the Yankees. That's fouled off. Still full count. Timeout call by Volpe. Payoff pitch, fouled again. Well, that explains how bad the Yankees' hitting has been this year. Sean Casey's the hitting coach, former Reds legend. Payoff, foul off yet again by Volpe. So he's at least jacking up the pitch count. It's no wonder the Yankees haven't gotten many runs in the last 2 weeks. And he got him. I thought that one was ball 4, but whatever. Wells gets out of that one and dodges a bullet with a man on third, and able to pick him off. Inning and a half complete. Still 1-0 New York. For those wondering why I'm mad about the whole Max Scherzer trade possibility, am I mad? Do I disagree with the Mets need to be sellers this year? No. But am I mad at the people behind this whole seller train wreck this year? Yes. Just to give you a heads up, folks, this is only the 4th ball game I've called this year that I'm able to watch or even wanting to watch. And in 2 days, I'm going to be on the Talk Everything Mets Talk podcast show. Grant Hyde 6-5 this year against the Yankees. He just needs one more win. That one's driven to right. Back. Wall. See ya. Ryan Mountcastle ties it up. His 13th. 13th on the first pitch in the second. Driven to right field. As I was saying, Brandon Hyde just needs one more win for the Orioles this year against the Yankees, and he'll have beaten the Yankees. He's in a season series. And keep in mind, he's been running this team for 5 years, and he's never been able to get this team better than. And last year was his personal best as the manager of Baltimore. Ball 2 in the dirt to Adam Frazier. Driven to right, down the right field line, but foul, 2-1. That's driven to right. Is that going to stay fair? Yes! Into the corner for a dump off the wall. Frazier will jog in the second with a double. So the O's have a runner in scoring position with nobody out and a mound visit going to get burned here in the second on Clark Schmidt. For Mountcastle, that's his 13th of the year. It was a bomb to straightaway right. Judge was not going to get that as that flew over the scoreboard. And onto Utah Street and head for Utah Street. Here's Austin Hayes, strike one as he stared at it. Austin Hayes, 293 batting average, 9 homers, and 40 RBIs this year for the All-Star. Not that it helped much for the American League this year. Ball 1-1. Mm-hmm. That's a chop. LeMahieu scoops it up to cut Schmidt off and hold him at second. And a throw over the first in time to get the first out. Hauser fouls that one down the left field line, 0-1 to the rookie. He hasn't played that many games, hence why the 114 batting average, 4 RBIs, and 422 OPS. On paper, an easy out. The truth is, he's only in there to serve for an injury replacement to the regular day center field, who I don't know who it is for the O's. That one's chopped foul, 0-2. Frazier, that's his 15th double of the year. Way outside, 1-2. If that one had gotten away, Frazier would have been on his way to third. Ball 2. Each team has gotten a man on base through bases on balls and getting plunked. Plunked and force outs. Big smother by Rizzo. He'll throw over to get the out at first, but it moves Frazier over to third. Smart move by Rizzo to smother it, and then for Schmidt to bolt off the bag. Rizzo may be waning when it comes to the bat, but his glove is at least still intact. Here's Urias, ball 1. 4 homers, 33 RBIs, 252 batting average for the young third baseman. In the dirt, 2-0. Be right back. 2-0 pitch. Let's see what happens. Just shutting off a light so I can see the screen a little better. Better? 2-0 is chopped, but it's foul. Slow roller chop. 2-1. Chance to win some $10,000. Download the MLB Super. Download the Fox app. Personally, I don't care for the Super 6 bullshit. Just missed 3-1. Both pitchers struggling now in the second inning. Here's the 3-1. Full count. Urias took that one all the way down the middle and he didn't chase it. Hey, Evie.
Hey. So it's the Yankees this time, right?
Yep. Against the Orioles. Payoff pitch, and my feet just fade out because of humidity. Ground ball, not in time. Frazier scores. It's 2-1 Baltimore.
Wow. So, how's your day, man?
I'm just a little pissed off after I found out the Mets are probably planning to ship Max Scherzer off to the Texas Rangers.
Oh.
Hold it. Okay, he's safe. The foot hit the bag before the ball got in the glove.
Yep. I didn't know the bowl games is in the same weekend as Otakon.
I thought you weren't at Otakon.
Well, I didn't go because money issues.
Oh. I would have done this with Jose, but he's on vacation in Virginia for a week.
Yeah.
Here's Adley Rutschman, who got plunked in his first at bat.
But still, I already went to Otakon like twice in my life, but not going for the third time because you know how expensive it is.
I usually skip GalaxyCon Raleigh for that reason. 2-0.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, like it's weird for me. I got kicked out from a friend's Discord group because you know who was there is there.
Tora.
No, FamRD.
That one's hit to left, not deep. It's playable and caught, and that ends the inning. But the Orioles do get on the board and take over the lead. It's now 2-1 through 2 in favor of the Orioles.
It's FamRD because you know he been like talking shit about me a lot behind my back. Like, geez, you need to chill for a sec.
Thursday is Astros Yankees.
Oh, Antros Yankees.
Astros versus Yankees on Thursday.
Oh, I can see that.
I have no intention of calling it.
Yeah. So, yeah, if
But it sound like a stink one. Question is, where is the bastard?
besides, for now, it's like I'm in tough times at the moment because how my job didn't give me enough days, and I don't get paid very much at my job.
You can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, a friend of mine in the Risen Bull Rangers, her gaming buddy's brother went missing.
Really?
Her buddy's up in the New England area. I've asked the Rangers if they could put a bolo out, but they said it would serve better not to put it on the Facebook page.
Yeah, because I'm aware of these haters. I get the point.
Granted, I'm only asking just for the New England-born Rangers to be on the put a bolo out.
Yeah. And besides, I only went to Reservoir Rangers just to check out how they are, but I'm not a member to be honest. I just like sort of an ally, but don't associate with them.
Especially some of the more toxic members.
Yeah.
You view me as toxic?
No.
Where do I fit? The gray area?
Well, you're in the good side anyway. That's in you're the positive type, but you're not like one of those rogue ones, you know.
But I'm asking, am I more of one who, while he does see the need for two sides to be there of every story, he's not willing to compromise to it completely. Hence
Yeah.
why you view me more in the gray area of the
Gray
Risible.
area, yeah. Cause I'm in the gray area myself, cause I don't affiliate with I stand with Vic or Resin Bull, but
You've been victimized by those on the other side.
yeah.
In any case, here's Nigashioka, the catcher. That's hit to right field, heading towards the line, and it's gonna go foul.
Yeah. And I'm
I've
playing
never
with
been to the Oriole Park in Camden Yards. Have you?
where in Maryland?
Yeah, in Baltimore.
I've been there before, to be honest.
That was before they added a few extra feet to the left field wall, right?
Sort of like that. It was kind of like years ago when Otakon was at Baltimore.
Oh. You didn't catch an Orioles game, did you?
Well, I seen there was an Orioles game, but I didn't go into it because I was too busy at the con.
Ah. Then again, I've only been to 3 ballparks in my life: Old Yankee, Old Shea, and Great American out in Cincinnati.
Yeah. Been to Old Shape before. It was nice, but it was all community run until Citibank had bought it and turned it to City Field.
And then tore Old Shea down, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And the whole deal with Yankee Stadium, this is the 3rd generation Yankee Stadium they're in. I think I was in the 2nd generation one. Upcoming schedule for the Yankees: their next 8, one more with Baltimore with the Orioles here in Baltimore, 3 against Tampa, beginning on Monday, and then on Thursday 4 with their hated playoff enemies who have gypped them 2 of the last 3 times, the Astros. Many would say that the sweep was legit last year. 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. Granted, I don't think the Yankees are going to have to worry about that this year, given how much shit they've had to put up with. That despite having a plus 500 record, they're the bottom of the division. What the fuck's up with that?
I don't know. It's a slippery slope, to be honest.
Full count.
So, were you watching the game on?
Fox.
Oh, I have no access to Fox where I am.
No access to the TV station?
Well, for me, I kind of cut off cable, to be honest.
Couldn't you just use an antenna through the hole on the left side? Base hit.
Well, there's no antenna where I am.
Well, couldn't you just buy an HD antenna?
If I do, the only thing is it costs a little extra, to be honest.
Not costing me much.
Well, either way, I'll find a way to just watch it online instead of going through the TV very much, because I don't like watching TV very much because of commercials.
I understand that, but streaming puts you a lot even further behind.
Yeah.
So leadoff single and Gleyber Torres is back up. Offense since the Judge injury in June. Yankees are last in batting average. Third from the bottom in runs a game. Fourth from the bottom in on base percentage. And it's been their pitching and defense that's been carrying the brunt load of this crap. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the better part of almost 2 months now. 1-1. Line and caught. Higashioka retreats back to first. 1 down. Nice catch by Urias. Here comes the Judge, who flew out to deep left center last time at bat. Boo Bird's coming down in Baltimore. But it was Stanton who got the homer that put the Yankees on the board first. It was more like left center, Kenny, but whatever. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on the curveball. Cut too early on that pitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta be honest. It's when I was at Target early today, it's like people ransacked the trading card area as usual. It's like they got most of the Pokemon cards stock.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is becoming a dying breed, and the only other thing that can compete with Pokemon is MTG, and I don't play MTG.
I don't play MTG, but
goodbye. That and see ya in the center. Yankees back on top. It's 3-2.
That's good.
Right.
Finally.
Here comes the Judge.
Finally, they made a turnaround.
Left center moonshot for the Judge. That's his 20th, and the Yankees get back in front. It's 3-2.
All right.
442 feet and a 112 mile an hour escape velocity. Judge just crushed that one. Stan hit the first homer for the Yankees to get him on the board. First homer back off the injured list for the Judge. Ball 1.
And besides, I'm still not safe going to anime cons at this time because of what's going on Instagram, because Tora kind of told a witch hunt account to put me in their hit list, to be honest.
It's a good thing I don't use my Instagram account. like at all. I have one, I just don't use it.
The only thing is, I only use it to reach with the Pokemon crowds, to be honest. There.
Popped up by Stin, shallow right, Satander coming in. He's got it 2 away.
The point is, I already block a bunch of these trolls on Instagram because they just, I have some people want to reach me there, to be honest.
I'm surprised none of these motherfuckers have moved to Threads. It would be their safe space.
They already been on Threads, so.
Or at the very least, have had their Twitter accounts barred. Or X accounts, I should say. And that one flunks Rizzo. He'll go to first.
Yep.
Against Tyler Wells, Judge is 9 for 21 all time, 4 homers, 7 RBIs. The 4 homers, the most allowed by Ty.
And besides, I still use X, but not very much. But I need to clean up my account because, I don't want to get false reported. That's an issue.
Like I said, I'm more of a Facebooker myself, so I don't use my. When I do use my X account, it's just for small little quip tweets, one of the posts I left against losers was, don't you have the heart to do something other than smear Vic?
Yeah. And you
Oh,
know what's going on with losers on Threads? He's making fun of someone's misfortune.
It's she.
She's she's been making fun of someone's misfortunes.
Who's? Aside from Vic's.
Jay Senpai.
Oh. Strike 2.
Because the point is, he was like tweeting about Andrew Tate's comic while he was tweeting about his financial problems.
Not surprised she'd stoop that low.
Yeah. And to be honest, like, she doesn't know how she will feel if she gets into a financial issue.
She doesn't know how easy it is for Karens like her to get called out and knocked off the perch.
Yep. Just imagine if one of these days.
Accountability for her own stupidity. Here's the 1-2. High in the air, high and tight, 2-2.
But I have my theory: either she's been working comfortably at home, or she's on welfare,
or both.
Yeah.
And as for the whole Ruby thing, I don't really care. I just want the story to end soon.
Yeah, it's been oversaturated already, to be honest.
I mean, I don't really care for the Part 2 Justice League crossover movie coming out in the fall. Heck, I don't even care for the Scooby-Doo and Crypto crossover coming out in the fall.
Is it commercial break right now?
Nope, ball 4.
All right.
And now Wells is really getting bloated. He's thrown 63 pitches, and again, he's pitched over 2 dozen in this inning. Well, Met game's up and running.
Yeah.
It was
I'm just saying, people who are like, who are low lives on welfare working at home never have an actual life. They just basically be on their computers or on their phones.
At least I do bowling on Wednesdays. And Ty Wells is getting pulled. In 7 starts against the Yankees going into tonight, he's 0-4 with a 4.95 ERA, and they're pulling him 2 2/3 into this inning. And Mike, what was his name? 53. Bauman will come on to try to close this inning out.
Yeah.
Till then, we'll take a break. Pitcher change. Top 3, 3-2 Yankees.
And speaking of threads, you heard about the social media called Miski?
Uh-uh.
It's a Japanese-run website.
Liberal or conservative Japanese run?
It's neither.
Either way, never heard of it.
Well, it's decentralized, so basically it's almost like Mastodon's kind of way.
But Macedon was corrupt and Crook was liberal.
Far left, to be honest.
That's what I meant. It's like how Threads is far left.
I don't think Thread's kind of far left.
It's
More,
owned by Fuckerberg,
it's
dude.
true, but here's the thing. One thing for sure these leftists don't know is they can get screwed over as well because if they, let's say this, if they want to make fun of someone's body type, like let's say they're gonna fat shame somebody, and guess what? They get suspended that fast. Even when they see harassments like what Kim's doing, is basically they get suspended as well. Anyway,
I hope Vic soon gets his head out of his ass and realizes that to kill this weed, he needs to go at the root, not the flower.
yeah,
And of course, the root's Mars Girl.
it's true.
If
For
you
me,
if you indict her, she doesn't have anything to fall back on. She would either have to pay up the sue fine or spend jail time in prison. I hope
yeah,
she takes the latter.
and we know Far already told the truth, so there's nothing we can do about that. But still, Vic needs to just confront Mars Girl, and that's it.
Yeah, but how long until she pushes him to that point where he does? Judge has had 308 batting average against the Orioles in 95 games, 39 homers, 85 RBIs, the most he's hit against any opponent in both cases. Mike Bauman now on, he'll start facing Isaiah Kiner Falefa, who got walked in his first at bat back in the second, and then was taken off in a fourth out by Harrison Bader. Check swing, roll over, inning over. But damage done. Yankees do get two. On a Judge bomb. 2.5 complete. 3-2 Yankees.
Even though I've been losing a lot of followers on X because some people throwing lies about me and just unfollow me, or maybe accounts got suspended or deleted.
Or both.
Yeah,
But then again, when you consider what we've been dealing with for the past 4.5 years, it's a bunch of people pleasers who are more interested in quick fixes and cover ups as opposed to telling the truth.
yeah,
I mean, case in point, the Damon Mills cover up from last year.
it's true. And the point is, look, if Mills say something to admit, and anyone else who witnessed Mills, well, it's hard to say about him, anyways.
I mean, the only VA I've run into this year so far was Caitlin Glass.
I forgot who is she.
She voices Winry in FMA.
Oh yeah, her.
Personally, I think she's one of many cowards who have basically been keeping quiet for the sake of job security instead of spilling the beans about the blackmailing ring.
Yeah. You know, but you know what's funny about when I met like certain VAs that are away from anime cons, like I met the voice actor of Professor Oak, the original one, not the new one. He's kind of nice dude, to be honest.
Gunnar Henderson, strike one. This is a Pokemon tournament.
No, it's in the Trading Card Expo.
That's enough. Ball one from Schmidt as we're back. Bottom three.
But I'm planning to go to see some voice actors in the next Trading Card Expo, like in the fall.
Let me guess. Eric Stewart, Dan Green, Erica Schroeder, Megan Hansi, people like that.
Well, they didn't got these actors yet so far.
But I'm just guessing.
Hold on, let me check who's on the list. I'm gonna check on the website, right?
2-1 pitch, hit towards the second base side, scooped up by Glaber. He'll throw to Rizzo, one down.
Okay.
Because I know at the least Erica, Dan, and Eric are heading my way in about 6 weeks.
Well, what I know is they kind of got the other VAs instead of the top ones, the other ones like let's say Laura Hames who voiced as Caillou and the from that new Caillou series and Lily from Pokemon.
Are you? Ball one. On the Santander.
And she also voiced as Sarah from the Dark Side Dimensions movie.
Foul ball to the right. Down the first base line. Rizzo will get the lazy pop up. Two down. Uh, is Wayne Grayson going to show up?
Nope.
Greg Abbey.
Nope.
Michael Center Nicholas.
There's also another voice actor
Ball one.
which is like from the other Yu-Gi-Oh series from Sevens and Brains. And also he's also the other voice actor of Pokemon and Genshin Impact, which is Brett Barrett Letty.
That one's driven to right center into the gap. Base hit for Hearns. He's going to make it to second and stop there with a double.
So I know Barry did voice as Ash's Rotom phone and Inteleon. From Variants, he voices Akira and Blood Shepherd's AI. Yeah, I think they went to the lowest ranks, but at least the voice actors are good. And here's another one, Emily Kramer, who voices Mallow from Pokemon.
So Hearn, my bad.
And the last one
That will take
is
strike one.
Allison Leaf Rosefeld, who voices
Serena?
Nurse. Huh?
Serena from X and Y?
Let's see if I check. She voices Nurse Joy, Bonnie,
Oh, it was Bonnie.
that little
All the
girl.
current Nurse Joys, right?
Yeah,
Because the
and from
original Nurse
Zex,
Joys were all played by Hollandseed.
and also she also voiced as Ryu from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Shark's sister.
Yeah. 1-1. I wonder who would have voiced her if Bang Zoom won that, Konami and Bang Zoom won that lawsuit against Konami about 12 years ago.
I don't know. It's still a mystery.
And we know Vic would have played Shark and Johnny would have played Yuma.
Yeah. Even though Vic might be a good Shark character, might be a good voice of Shark, while
Swung and a
you
miss,
know
strike two, out counts.
Johnny does Yuma.
Or would have done them.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back.
All right. Sorry for the distracting talk, folks, but 2-2 count. Mountcastle at the plate. He's got a runner in scoring position after an O'Hearn double with 2 outs. Yankees led 1-0 on a homer by Stanton. Orioles got back with a homer by Mountcastle. Got the lead with a 2-run second. Yankees respond with a 2-run third. Let's see if the Orioles can respond in kind. That's fouled off. On a Urias infield single. 2-2. Foul off again. That's fouled off to the right. Whacked hard off the edge of the bat. Still 2-2. Two again. Here it comes. Popped up. Rizzo under it in foul ground. Inning over. 1 hit for the Orioles, but that's all they'll get out of it. 3 innings complete. 3-2 Yankees. For the record, I'm not a fan of Jersey Mike subs. I mean, don't get me wrong, they taste good. My issue, lackluster in terms of the variety, in regards to the meats, the cheese, and the vegetables, and the condiments to go on the sandwiches, as well as the breads. When you compare it to places like Which, Subway, or my personal favorite sub shop, Firehouse.
All right, I'm back.
And Orioles couldn't capitalize on the double.
So what happened so far?
It's 3-2. Still.
Oh,
And I basically went on a bit of a rant about why I don't like Jersey Mike subs.
oh, been to Jersey Mike's before, but they're okay, But
My
except,
issue is lack of variety in the meats, the cheese, the toppings, and the breads.
yeah,
Strike one to Harrison Bader, who got on a force, stole second, but he got picked off from third in the second.
I
Up
know
the
it has a lack
middle,
of variety.
looks like base hit. I really hate how this humidity is really fucking with my reception.
I'm just saying, it's like it does have a lack of variety of what they have there. Unlike Subway has more variety.
Even Which has more variety than Jersey Mike's. And Firehouse. Here's Volpe.
Even though I never had Jimmy John's.
Well, them too. I forgot about them. The only issue with Jimmy John's is they don't really toast their bread.
Uh. But also, I do like Charlie's a lot. You know,
We
have
don't
you
have
heard Charlie?
Charlie's in the South. Fly ball to right. Caught.
So you know how Charlie's in the South, right?
Charlie sub shot? No.
Hmm.
Don't get me started on Gino's cheesesteaks. You know that Philly cheesesteak joint out in Philadelphia?
Hmm. Never went there before, but one of these days I might go back there with
My
when I
younger
go.
sister was there recently for a kickball tournament.
Who?
Take hit and run, base hit, and it'll be runners on the corners and one out for the Yankees.
I would go. I would go to that cheesesteak place, but if my older
Yashioka
sister.
with his second signal of the game. Right through the hole in the second base side.
Yeah.
Here comes the judge. Here comes Glaber. Torres is flied out and he's lined out. And this time he flies it out. It's deep enough to where Bader could tag. Catch made, he does, and Bader will score. It's now 4-2 in favor of the Yankees on a sac fly. Geez, Yankee numbers have sucked this year. Then again, it'd be the first time they've missed the playoffs since 2016 if they don't win tonight, if they don't make it. They have the second best record in the American League when they score 4 more runs, 44-12. But when they score 3 or less, they suck. 10-37 going into the night. And that includes last night. Judge rips one down in the left field for a base hit. Higashioka will hold up at second. He will hold up at second. I need to call an exterminator before the season's over.
Yeah. Besides other social media stories, I seen a lot of people have Pokemon names in their account or Poke in their accounts. They got falsely suspended. You never heard of that, right?
Nope.
They got falsely suspended on Facebook. I don't know what's going on. Not Facebook. Instagram. They got like falsely suspended for the word Pokemon in their name.
Irvin warming up in the Cole Irvin warming up in the bullpen for the Orioles now. He'd be the third used pitcher. Last night was all defense for the Orioles, and then the Santander walk-off to lead off the Oriole half of the ninth. Tonight, we haven't seen that. Ball one to Giancarlo. As Giancarlo actually got robbed on a couple of hits. Volpe and Giancarlo got robbed on a couple of hits by this Oriole defense. 1-0, swung on a miss, 1-1. Ground ball, they get the force, and that ends the inning, but not before the Yankees get one on 3 hits and strand one. 3.5 complete, 4-2, New York. I'm actually skipping the next anime con in my area in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
But for a reason you wouldn't expect.
I see.
You know what the reason is?
What is it?
The con's going through a budget this year.
Oh,
So they're not going to have as many guests pop up, voice actors and cosplay performance troops pop up this year. I'm part of a troupe that normally pops up at this con, but because both the con and the troupe are in a budget crunch this year, the troupe has opted to skip it this year.
oh. Yeah, with cons these days, they're counting down guests and everything. And it's like there's nothing much going on in cons, anyways.
The same with the freebie conventions. The 1 day freebie I go to start my convention here at the beginning of May.
Yeah, I would want to go back to freebie cons like where I used to work, but what happened is I avoided them because of some I
What?
say
Hold on a second. Showalter, let me ask you a fucking question.
yeah.
Why have you started Vientos on third base again? He's fucking horrible in that spot.
Oh God.
I'm gonna kill Buck for this.
Well, Bulk's been screwing things over.
This is why, if the formula isn't broke, you don't try to fucking fix it. You think that putting Vientos in that spot's gonna make him better? In the hot corner's making him better? You saw that game against the Yankees on, when was it, Wednesday?
They need to catch up on that game on the Wednesday ago.
But the point is, Vientos sucked at third base. Why stick him there? If he's first base or DH, fine. But third base, he's a fucking statue. Why does Buck have the nasty habit of trying to tweak things when things are going right, and he ends up blowing it and ends up blowing up in his goddamn face? There's no logic in the shit he's pulled this year.
Oh.
Bouncing Marte and McNeil around like jumping beans in the lineup where they're not consistent. Strike one to Frazier. Or leaving Marte in the middle of the lineup instead of at the top where he belongs to rot. And flip-flopping Robertson and Ottavino as closers before he got rid of the former in the trade the other day for prospects from Miami. And Cohen's as much of a guilty party of this because of what he said last month, choosing to sweep Bucks and deficiencies under the rug instead of calling them out on them. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
2-2. Slow roll to the second base side. Glaber will scoop it up, fire it to Rizzo, one down. I mean, seriously, Showalter. Part of me wants to fly up to New York City and strangle you for this incompetence. I swear the bastard shoves his head into a hippopotamus's ass at the Central Park Zoo while it's muck spreading. One to Hayes. And you have Mendick at second instead of McNeil? I swear this bastard does everything he can to sabotage his own fucking team. It should be McNeil in second, Canna in right, Mendick at third, and Vientos at first. Not the configuration he set up tonight. Buck, you are a fucking dumbass. You deserve to die for this incompetence, and I hope you get pink slipped when the year's over.
Like, to be honest, Buck needs to just throw the towel in.
I say give him the fucking pink slip. Cohen saying what he said last month is just being a fucking people pleaser, choosing to ignore the issues and sweep them under the rug instead of calling Buck out and threatening his job security, which is what I would have done. Pop up to
Yeah.
Rizzo, behind the foul line, 2 down. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what he should have done. But no, he says, I'm sure Buck will turn everything around. Earth to Papa Stevie. Look at how he's damaged and destroyed this team this year. You're with his incompetent over tinkering. Pitch to Cowser, fouled off, chop foul 0-1. If it ain't broke, Buck, you don't fucking fix it. How many times have I had to beat this in your damn skull?
Yeah. They need to just basically just remove Buck and just replace him with someone else who's more reliant.
And more of an individual who understands the concept. If it ain't broke, you don't fucking fix it.
Yep.
This year has been too bloated with over tinkering from this son of a bitch. He's got to go when this year's over.
Is it by the end of the year?
They better get rid of him by year's end. Otherwise, the Mets of 2024 are going to be like the 2018 Orioles.
Yep.
We don't want that.
Hold on a sec.
1-2 pitch to Cowser. Line caught by LeMahieu, inning over. Nothing across for the Orioles. We go to the fifth, 4-2 New York. Buck, you deserve to fucking die for this. This game tonight. How could you be so fucking stupid to start 2 of your worst fielders and make this bullshit mismatch in the game we need to win? How incompetent are you, Showalter? How selfish are you? Get Cookie off the fucking mound and get him off now.
Okay,
4
I'm
runs
back.
because of your giving up in the first inning alone by the Mets because of his bullshit configuration. Rizzo's up, strike 1.
So I see the Yankees are 2 points ahead.
Runs, not points.
2 runs ahead.
Scooped up on the first, second, third pitch. Step on the bag. O'Hearn steps in the bag. 1 out.
Yeah.
I have been screaming since May for Buck to get pink slipped. Cole Irvin now on the mound for the Orioles.
Yeah, I've been seeing your videos like almost like every couple of weeks or so about Buck.
Tell me, Evie, is my rage against him justified?
You rage against him? Yeah.
What up, Darwin?
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Strike 1. 21. I mean, seriously, how much of a fucking idiot has Buck proven to be this year? Strike 2 and 1. Be honest with me, Darwin. How much of a fucking idiot has Showalter proven to be this year?
Just like worse, like Luis Rojas this year. Absolute worst.
And the worst part of it is, he broke the one part of this thing that didn't need to be fixed. The
Exactly.
batting order.
Yeah.
Due to the Mayhew fouled off.
I'm just cleaning up my desk right now because I had that gooseneck on my desk, like having my webcam facing down my you see.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I got a drain pipes unclogged.
Alright.
All right, I'll be right back, guys, since I'm gonna make some
Darwin,
food.
you call what I'm doing right now. It's the Yankee Oriole game on Fox.
Okay. 2-2. They can see you. Alright, so seven pitch is a foul. Three and two. This is the seventh pitch, a foul. So, guys, let me ask y'all something. Do you think in 2023 the New York Mets is worse than 2021? Do you think that? And you see this fucking Carrasco, man. Fucking Carrasco.
Wrong game, Darwin. I'm doing the Yankee one.
Sorry. It's still like the 10th pitch. Hold on.
Base hit for, I believe it's LeMahieu.
Yes,
Down the
it's
left field line for a single. So he's
It's
on.
LeMahieu.
In any case, I think they're just as bad, if not worse, because Buck fucked up with both the pitching setup and the hitting setup. With Rojas, it was just the pitching.
Yes.
when both Giancarlo and Aaron get a homer in the same game, and that includes the postseason in there. So that's the farthest lineup in 2019, I believe. 2-1 count to IKF. Three and one. Sorry about that, folks. Had to do a bit of a wardrobe change after I got drenched cleaning out the drain, getting the drain cover off the thing in front of my door. Full count. Pitching coach Chris Holt really doesn't want to burn another pitcher for the O's tonight, but But he may have to. So given how bad it's been out of the chute, IKF fouls that one off. Okay, guys, you can come back on. Unless you got other things.
All right.
Shane Jose's in Virginia, so he can't join me for this. And he's walked. We also get the Mets back in their white uniforms at home instead of the blue ones. It's getting kind of sick and seeing them in those damn blue and black colors every damn night.
Okay, right back, guys.
Harrison Bader singled in the fourth, scored a run, and he stole a base in the second, only get picked off in that same inning. Strike one. Fly ball, foul back, 0-2. And a double play. Oh. Fly ball to center. It's deep. Caught. Runners are going to hold. Here's Volpe. Drives one in the center. Leap and a catch, but I don't really think the leap was necessary. Nonetheless, the Orioles get out of it with a pair of hits given up. We're halfway home. 4-2 Yankees. Seriously, where's the logic and justice in any of this? Let's this here.
Back.
Well, Yankees didn't get anything first and second. They flew out twice.
I see. So oh, hey Rosen. I mean, hey Nikki, of course. It's been a while.
Hmm?
Look at the comments. I see.
Oh. Oh. Hey, Nicolette. Oh. Sorry, Nikki. I'm in the middle of a game call tonight. But I'll do what I can.
I don't mind if you want me to join in as well, so it's like maybe later. Just putting more sauce on my food. So, anyways, have you tried the new Pokemon Sleep app? Really?
Okay, Nikki, the video's gone now. The videos are gone now. Ball 1-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Base hit, heading for the left field corner. That's going to be at least a double, and it is. Now the Orioles are threatening with runners on second and third and 1 out. And it looks like Clark Schmidt may be leaving. All because Buck chooses to make the most illogical decisions with his pitching staff. With his batting order. And Clark Schmidt will be able to stay in the game, at least for this batter. It's going to be Anthony Statander who's coming up. Following the alley Rutzman walk and a Gunnar Henderson double. Strike 1, high and in. Clark Schmidt, when he's facing a batter the first time, he's good, but it gets worse every time to the batting order. This is the third time he's facing Statlander, Santander, ball 1. That's driven down the right field line, but it's hooking foul. 1-2. Crowd on their feet in Oriole Park. 1-2 to Santander. And it's a step off. Disengagement. And it's ball 2. I'm really hating how much interference I'm getting from the humidity tonight. And this storm isn't helping all that much. Two. Grounder to Rizzo. He'll step on the bag. Nope. The Yankees will surrender a run. It's 4-3 in favor of the Yankees as Rutschman comes home on the ground out by Santander.
All right.
Baltimore just got a ground out RBI.
Hmm.
Orioles just got an RBI on the ground out by Santander. Here's O'Hearn. All one. O'Hearn doubled in the third inning, but he didn't get. There wasn't much but didn't bear any fruit last time he was up at the plate. Last time he got on base. Runner in scoring, tying run in scoring position still for the Orioles. That one's hit, but it's foul. 1-1. You guys can see the game through my glasses, right?
Yeah.
Ryan O'Hearn with runners in scoring position, 350 batting average, 2 homers, 23 RBIs, and a 9.21 OPS, .921 OPS. That one nearly hits him, 2-1. Let me see if the triad station is coming in a little clear. Just give me a second.
All right.
All three. It's about the same. Three-one pitch. Strike two. So we got a full count. It's roughly the same. .93 pitches thrown by Schmidt. He needs one more strike just to get the he needs to be in line for the win. Here's the pitch. Foul it off. Pop foul. Still a full count. Seven at-bats. Pitches in this at-bat by Ryan O'Hearn. And got him swinging. So the Orioles only get one out of that inning. Henderson stranded on third. We go to the sixth. 4-3 Yankees. If there's any piece the Mets need to get rid of, it's Vientos. He's a bust at the bat with the bat. He sucks with the glove. Why even start this brat tonight? Maybe this was one of the many reasons you shouldn't have gotten rid of Eduardo Escobar. Know what I mean, Evie?
What's that?
Maybe getting rid of Escobar to have this kid up when Guillorme's injured was one of the reasons not to get rid of Eduardo.
That's true.
And when are they going to call up Ronnie Ramuccio? Damn it! Fans have been calling for Buck to call him up already.
Yeah, funny enough that I found out Kim does have a Facebook.
What's her
Well,
full name?
the problem is we don't know which Kim is it. All I know is basically someone by the name of Jenny, but like her fake name is Jenny something.
Hmm.
Cause it might be Kim, but we don't know if it's Kim for real.
I see.
Yeah.
And I just lost the damn signal because of this storm. Great. This is fucking redundant. Ridiculous. So I guess I'm flying blind until this damn storm lets up, which is going to take a fucking hour. Oh, now it's come back. Top 6. You son of a bitch. They got Shioka up, and he fouls it off 1-1. Two and one. Driven to left. That one's gone.
Yes, sir.
He got Shioka with his 6th of the year. It's 5-3 Yankees. Let's be blunt. Aaron Boone may suck as the Yankee manager, but at least this team can stay over 500 consistently,
Yes, that's true.
which is something Yankee fans tend to overlook when they bitch about him.
Ah,
Know what I mean, Darwin?
yes.
Oh, look. Viento's got an RBI double. It's now 5-1 Washington. Fuck you, Vientos. If you can't do anything with the glove, why even here?
Ah.
Foul ball by Torres, 0-2.
This trade deadline is not gonna be good.
Who?
No, I said the trade deadline is not gonna be good right now.
For either squad, I can agree.
Ah.
1-1 to Torres. Torres got a sack fly in his last at bat, put the Yankees up 4-2 and 4-2, and it's now 2-2 on him. How soon do you have to go back to school, Darwin?
Since over September.
So almost like immediately after Labor Day, you have to go back.
Yes.
So the 5th, right?
Yeah.
3-2. I really wish the humidity would just clear up so I can get a clear cut reception of this damn thing. Payoff pitch. Foul, strike 3. Here's Judge. Ball one, I think. Yes, ball one. Judge has hit a 2-run bomb and a single in his second game back from his foot injury. Ball two. If I'm Hyde, I'd pull. If I'm Aaron Hyde, I'd pull Cole Irvin at this point. Because the higher that pitch count is, the more the chip damage is going to pile up. 2-1 pitch. Driven to center. Play up, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. Believe me, it'll probably be just as bad, if not worse, at the sushi bar, at the Vietnamese-Japanese fusion joint I frequent. I normally go to on these sorts of days. But given now that it's raining, I didn't want to leave my bike out to rust. Know what I mean? Last night, Yankees only got 4 hits and 29 at-bats. No extra base hits and nothing across. Tonight, 3 extra base hits, 5 runs, not 8 out of 23. Popped up for down the foul line and going into the seats. 0-2 to Stanton. Looks like I finally got some clear reception, boys. Again, maybe not. Ground ball gets away. Base hit. Runners on first and second. Or a feeling error. And once again, the speed starts to fuck with me. Ball one to Rizzo. 1-0 pitch. If I knew the reception was going to be this bad tonight, I wouldn't have done this game. Ball two. Love of God, Lord, just give me a damn clear reception with this motherfucker. Two one count. And because of the bad reception, I can't tell who's in the bullpen for the Orioles warming up. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 2-2. When you consider Houston is shutting out Tampa right now, 8-0, this is not the result the Orioles want. Ground ball to the left field, base hit, and that's going to load the bags. Throw in to cut off Judge from going home. Bases loaded, 1 out for the Yankees. And I think that was Cole Irvin's final batter. Outside fastball, hit through the hole on the left side, in the left field. Judge not dumb enough to take off for home, and here comes LeMahieu. I don't know what the hell Hyde is waiting for. If I'm him, I'd pull Irvin and get the next guy warming up in the pen up. Pitching change for the Orioles. Took them long enough to get Cole out of there. And he will be replaced by Ryan Baker. Was going to have his work cut out for him. Bases loaded, 1 out. Yankees looking to add to a 2-run lead. And thank God the storm has let up, and humidity and storm have let up enough to where I can at least get a clear-cut reception of this damn game. Thursday, baseball night in America. Most will get Astros and Yankees. Others, living up in Pennsylvania or Wisconsin, well, the west side of Pennsylvania anyway, will get Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. Upcoming games for the Orioles, they'll have 4, 1 more with the Yankees tomorrow. Then they'll go to Toronto for 4, and then host the Mets and Astros for 3. Not a position I want my new reliever in if I was Brandon Hyde, but he put him in this. Strike 1 to DJ LeMahieu, career with the bases loaded, 102 at bats, 314 lifetime batting average, 2 grand slams, 1 for 6 with 2 strikeouts though this year. Fouled off, 0-2. Judge at third, Higashioka at second, Rizzo and Giancarlo at second, Rizzo at first. 0-2 to LeMahieu. Let's see what he's got. Oh, that's way too high. 1-2. Fouled back, still 1-2. Hamilton warms up in the bullpen. Here's the 1-2. Ball 2. IKF on deck. Sit down. 2 away. Strike 3 call. IKF with a grand slam, 2 for 3, 5 RBIs, and a 390 batting average with runners with the bags loaded. Strike 1. Well, he just stares at me. This will probably be my longest baseball call of the year. 0-1 pitch. Fouled off, 0-2. Pitch. Too high, 1-2. One two that IKF. Driven to right down the line, but it's going to go foul.
Ah.
1-2 pitch to IKF. Fly ball, hooking, foul yet again. Still 1-2. IKF takes the 1-2 pitch, drives it, foul again down the right field line. I don't know how many pitches this is at this count. IKF 1 homer, 17 RBIs this year with runners in scoring position. Fouled off again on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. 7 at-bat pitches at this at-bat. So IKF's fighting, to say the least. IKF was the hero of the last Yankee game I called last August against Boston. In the dirt, but doesn't bounce away from Rutzman to where the runners could advance. Even if it did, do you expect these guys to run anyway with how slow they are off the springing out of the box? 2-2. This will be either pitch 10 or 11 of this at bat. Too low, full count. Talk about a pressure cooker. Average number of outs and hit batting average by number of outs for the Yankees this year among the worst. If there's nobody out, 241. 1 out, 233. 2 out, 213. That sucks. Payoff. Driven to left field. Fair ball towards the wall, and that's going to clear the bags. Judge is in. Stanton's in. Rizzo heading home. He will score. It's 8-3 Yankees.
So Yankees won.
We're in the 6th.
Oh,
They just got IKF just cleared the bases with a 3-run double. Took him 11 pitches to get it, but he cleared the bags and got himself 3 more RBIs, and the Yankees have a 5-run lead. Bader flies one to left field that's going to go hook foul.
Let's go.
let's see.
And there's a Let's Go Yankee chant breaking out in Oriole Park. Four-run 6 for the Bronx Bombers. Ball 2 to Harrison Bader. Fouled off, 2-2. This is where death should come from. Showalter. Reed, Garrett, that's who you're bringing in for Carrasco. Sit down. But damage done. Orioles may have stopped the bleeding, but 4 runs. Damage done in the top half of the 6th. We go to the bottom, 8-3 Yankees. This is why, Buck, you don't make a shit lineup, because it's a tell
Let's
that you're
see.
punting away the game. Piece of shit. You know what I mean, Darwin? Yankees get 4 runs on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, and they strand 1. We're through 5.5. Yankees 8, Orioles 3. It's too little too late for the Brew Crew to come back. Or it's not really all that late for the Phillies to come back against the Buccos. Yankees come in tonight, 2 games in the basement to the Red Sox. Tomorrow's game for the Yankees, they send their worst pitcher, Luis Severino, against one of the Orioles' best tomorrow night, Dean Kramer. For those wondering what the pitching matchup is. Ian Hamilton will now come on. 25 relief pitches. He started one game in a battery setup. 1-1 with a 1.71 ERA, 31 and 2/3 innings pitched, and the signal's fading out on me again. He'll face Ryan Mountcastle. They got the game tying run early on in the game for the Orioles. Strike one. Strike two. Ground ball. Volpe's got it. Fires the first. One down. The Rays Orioles, through May 8th, they were the two best teams in baseball. But since May 9th, the Orioles hold the best record in the AL. Ball one to Adam Frazier, who scored on a sac fly on a single back in the second after he got a double. 1-1 strike to Frazier from Hamilton. Fly ball, right field, foul ground, and into the seats. 1-2. Entering tonight, Baltimore is a game and a half ahead of Tampa, while the Yankees are 9 back of Baltimore and 2 out and 2 in the hole when it comes to being in the basement. 1-2 pitch. 1-2 pitch to Adam Frazier. 2-2. Fouled off again. 2-2. Two pitch. In the dirt. Full count. Swung and missed. Strike 3. Here's Hayes, and he takes a big cut, but he misses. Strike 1. Wing and a miss. So Hamilton gets through that 1-2-3, clean as a whistle. We go to the seventh, 2/3 of the way home. Yankees 8 and the Orioles 3. 3 from Baltimore.
Seventh inning, right?
What?
7th inning.
About to be, yes. Mets are now down 8-1, by the way. I swear Buck has been possessed by Rojas's ghost and more this year. Like I said, they need to get rid of Buck sooner or later. I'm not going to have what happened to Baltimore from the transition from 2016 to 18 happen to this Met team from 22 to 24. Not on my fucking watch. Buck's not gone next year. This team is fucked. Know what I mean, guys? You know what I mean, boys? Volpe leads off, takes ball one in the dirt from Baker. Volpe is struck out, he's flied out, and he's lined out. Foul back, 0-2, 1-1. That one's foul back, 1-2. You know, this is only the second sell of the year for the O's. But this is not a day for a sellout. Ball 3. Yoshioka's 3 for 3 with a double, a single, and a homer. Or is it 2 singles and a homer? Did he go? No, he didn't. Leadoff walk for Volpe. Hall of Fame weekend, we saw John Lowe and Pat Hughes get awarded with the Career Excellence Award and the Ford C. Frick Award, respectively. Up in Cooperstown. Here's Higashioka, who basically blew the doors open off last inning for the Yankees. He's got 2 singles, a scored 2 runs, and the homer that, again, basically blew the doors off for the Bombers in the last inning. They're over the first. That's 1 disengagement. Oh, and 2. He takes a curveball. For those wondering why I'm not putting up the ESPN or MLB thing, it's a pain in the ass with how fast it is when compared to the TV call. Volpe goes. He's safe on a bad throw. 1 and 2. Stolen base for the Yankees. Slides a fox. He's in safe. Ball 2. Did he go? Nope. Full count. If I'm Hyde, I'd pull. At this point, you pull Baker because he's not making. He's just making only one thing. That's fucking cookies. That's a chopper, but it goes foul. Foul down the third baseline. Hickey calls timeout. Higashioka calls timeout. He'll take his timeout. Here's the payoff. Pop up. Foul territory on the third base side. 1 down. By Gunnar Henderson with the catch. Here's Glaber, who's also over 3 tonight. Ground ball. That's going to move the third. Volpe is tagged out. They're going to get the lead runner instead. 2 down. Smart move by Henderson. I don't know why Volpe took off. But another base running mistake by the Yankees. Runner on second. Don't go if the ball is hit to the left-hand side of second. And you go when it's on the right. Judge 3 for 4 with a single, a double, and a homer. Or is it 2 singles and a homer? 2 singles and a homer, much like Higashioka. He's been O's killer. And once again, Judge being the O killer that he's always been. Strike 1. I mean, his 2-run homer in the third is what put the Yankees ahead, and it seems like ahead for good. Ball 2. In this, since coming back from the injured list, Judge has reached 6 of 8, 6 times in his first 8 appearances back from the list. Ball 3. Home run by Pham. Mets are now down 8-2. For Pham, that's his 10th. This is at least one utility player from the Mets I keep. Went around, full count. Now, pitch, did he go? Yes. He did. So the Yankees get nothing out of that. And a base running blunder cost him a chance to get at least one run across the plate. It's time to stretch at Camden Yard in the yard. 8-3 Yankees. Okay, my longest baseball game call was the Met game against Milwaukee recently, and we're about 20 minutes from that. We're only in the 7th inning. My fastest call was the Met win over the Cardinals last month, 6-1. That's 6 weeks ago. Let me just see if that calculation is correct. Okay, let's see. 2 hours, 48 minutes for the San Francisco game call. 2 hours, 16 for the St. Louis call. 3:05 for Milwaukee. Okay, so it was that game. This is currently my third longest of the baseball season. Fuck the Blue Beetle movie. Am I right, guys? Fuck the Blue Beetle movie. As much as Jaime Rivera has come into his own as the third iteration of the Blue Beetle, I grew up more with Ted Cord, the second Blue Beetle. The Silver Age Blue Beetle, Ted Cord. Who was the Blue Beetle who based most of his tech on the Scarab that his predecessor handed down to him. But unlike his predecessor, Ted couldn't get it to bond with him. You gotta wonder how bad. In loving memory of Peter Macheska. Bomb 7 now. Cowser will start the inning against Hamilton. Strike one down the pipe. Pipe on a slider. Greg Allen now moves to left. IKF to right, which means Judge is done for the night. That's foul, 0-2. He's 16-3 in Houston in favor of the Astros. Swung and a miss, strike three. Strike one. One to Urias. Foul off, 0-2. And that was his third strikeout of the night. So Schmidt left the game, giving up 3 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, and only getting 2 strikeouts. 2 down on that throw from LeMahieu to Rizzo. On the other hand, Wells got taken out after one strikeout, 3 walks, 3 hits, 3 earned runs in 2 2/3 innings. Bauman 1 1/3 innings. Inning in the third, 1 run, 3 hits. And Cole Irvin 1 in the third, 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Baker 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Rutschman up. Fouls that one off, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Low in the dirt, ball 1. This isn't fun if I don't have someone to bounce off of. Ball 2.
So Yankees is going on the roll on this game.
Oh, yeah, 4 runs, 6 inning to blow the doors off.
Yeah. Anyways, I won in the Pokemon Booster Pack giveaway already, so
Ball 3.
But this is why I've been using Instagram for, joining giveaways and all that stuff,
Oh. Here's payoff to Rutschman. Slow roll attack that's fair to first base and get the out on the check swing Swibber. 7th inning's over. Still 8-3 Yankees. We go to the 8th. Fuck Disney and these dumbass car commercials. You know what I mean, guys? When the fuck are they gonna? Is Disney gonna sell everything? Damn it! Stanley Toth takes strike one against Perez of the Orioles to lead off the eighth. Stan hit a home run to start the game, and he's hit a single, and he scored twice. Ground ball, second base side, one down. And I'm about 10 minutes away from breaking my record for baseball, breaking my longest game call in terms of longest baseball game call this year. Rizzo's walked, been plunked, singled, and scored. Swing and a miss, strike one. Popped up, foul ground, two away. Leyes Urias makes the catch. And for those wondering, what's my opinion of the Women's World Cup? Fuck it. I'm not even watching this damn thing, given how early in the morning most of the games are happening on the pitch with. And even if I did want to stay up that late in the night, I don't care for the women's soccer teams because of how woke they've become. Ball one of LeMahieu. And we have someone like Megan Rapinoe leading a charge, Rapinoe, or whatever the fuck her name is, leading a charge to basically disrespect this country of America. This isn't the misogynistic asshole coming out. This is a cynical, straightforward, straight shooter who cannot stand the woke. Okay? Ball 2. Who's speaking? I think you can testify to that, right, Evie?
Yeah.
2-1 pitch to LeMahieu, pop, bounced in the air, scooped up by Urias, fires it to O'Hearn, inning over. We're going to the bottom of the 8th, 1-2-3 inning for the Yankees. In the top half, 8-3 Oriole Yankees through 7.5. Nimmo gets plunked and Lindor's up. Nick Ramirez will now come on to pitch. 22 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 22 appearances with a 3.08 ERA and an 0-2 record. Granted, he gets put in the worst situations for the Bombers. He'll face Gunnar Henderson in a much more comfortable setup, with a 5-run cushion to work with. 1-1. Lindor hits a homer to fly to center field, and that cuts the deficit for the Mets from 6 down to 4. His 20th of the year. Fouled off by Henderson, 1-2. I'm also somewhat keeping track of the National Met game. At least the Mets are trying to fight back. Emphasis on trying. Too bad 3 of their 4 runs have come by way of the long ball.
So, anything else left?
What?
So, anything else left in the game?
Inning and a half left. Fly ball to center.
Yeah.
And caught by Bader, 1 down. From the 9th, they get a walk-off by J.D. Davis, his 14th of the year, that went down the left field line. Giants managed to beat the Red Sox by a 3-2 score. They're fighting for the wild card spot in the National League. And the Rays are getting massacred 17-4 to Houston. But then again, that's a no-brainer. One. Pittsburgh trying to hold the line against Philly, but a 7-4 lead has been cut now to a 7-6 lead. Need Philly's threatening runners in the corners and one out. And they're down 1. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off, 2-2. Tell me, Evie, should there be a 4th wild card team in the major leagues to just even it out?
What did you say
Evie,
again?
should there be a 4th wild card spot just in both leagues just to even it out?
Maybe. But we don't know.
Or rather, a 4th and 5th team, I should say. Wild card slot.
Yeah.
2 more and it'd be just like the NBA and NHL playoffs.
Yeah.
Full count to Santander, who is 0 for 3 tonight. He does have a ground out RBI, though. The last run the Orioles scored back in the 4th inning, back in the 5th. This one's driven to right. IKF makes the catch. 2 down. I'm a little surprised that not everyone's gone home yet. It's still relatively packed at Oriole Park. Ball 1 to O'Hearn. O'Hearn also doubled back in the 3rd inning, but nothing came of it. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Double play, Pirates beat the Phillies. Fouled off, 1-2. John, let me be blunt, sir. The reason the Mets fell apart this year, aside from the injury to Edwin Diaz that basically crippled the back half of the bullpen, it's Bucks over need to tinker with the fucking batting order that screwed this team up. 2-2. Again, Johnny boy, Buck put too much focus on fixing the batting order, not the pitching core. You don't try to fix what's not fucking broken. Yeah, but that's provided if Max is willing to get rid of his no trade clause. Ground ball scooped up by Torres. Throws to Rizzo. Inning over. 1-2-3 inning again for Baltimore. We're going to go to the 9th. 8-3 Yankees. Essentially, everything Showalter did this year has done the Mets a lot more harm than good. And because Cohen chose to people please, he swept the deficiencies under the rug instead of calling Buck out on his incompetence. But then again, you can also blame Billy Epler for this fuck up. What was the logic in starting and having the majority of the Mets Saturday afternoon games start at 4 o'clock instead of 1. Am I right, Evie?
Yeah.
Where's the logic in that? You're running an East Coast team. Let them run on an East Coast clock on Saturdays, not a West Coast one. Trying to people please to Ohtani, a trade that's never gonna happen. Fuck you, Epler. Last year, you couldn't pull the trigger on the pieces we needed. This year, you're going so far to people please to one player by putting him on a schedule that's more comfortable to him when it's not comfortable for the rest of your players. That's alienating them. You dumbass, simple-minded son of a bitch. East Coast teams start at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoons. 4 o'clock is only every once in a while. Space it out, not do it fucking repeatedly.
Yeah.
This is why I want Showalter and Epler gone when this year is over. Give me a manager who understands, and maybe Stu Barnes, the hitting coach. Give me a manager who understands not to over tinker with a batting order formula. Give me a GM who understands East Coast time setups, and give me a hitting coach who understands the concept of plate discipline. Barnes doesn't understand that. I step up. He had the big double that blew the doors off back in the 6th. 0-2.
Yeah. Besides, any plans going on later this year?
Like I mentioned, Collecticon Charlotte in September. I've got a wrestling convention I'm going to spend a day at next week called The Gathering.
Yep.
But it's more for retro wrestlers, not the current generation. That usually happens around Black Friday, where most of the local and prominent indie circuits gather at Winston-Salem for WrestleCade.
Yeah, for me, well, just another training card event and then just go on another road trip.
In my case, I can't do WrestleCade because even though my brother would be a good way to dodge having to pay for a hotel, he's probably busy doing his Christmas decorations that weekend.
Oh.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Granted, I always put my Christmas decorations up the week before Thanksgiving anyway. But I'm going to be blunt. Even with how minimal I've had to put up with the Christmas decorations the last few years, still a pain in the ass getting everything out. Strike 3 is IKF goes down staring at it. 1 down. As for after this game, I'm going to be on a podcast episode this Monday. Double play. Oh, fly ball, right center, caught. That was Akashioka that flew out, right? No, that was Glaber.
Yeah.
Nope, that was... Who was that? Hang on a sec. Oh, that was Bader. My bad. Strike 1. Ball one.
Yeah, to be honest, it's like summer's the worst time for me to work a lot because I don't get much pay and
Ball two. What'd you say you do for a living?
mm, well, I don't want to say too much detail, so I work somewhere like controversial to be honest, but more like do cleaning.
More like what?
More like I do like cleaning around the restaurant, you know.
You're the the bus boy.
Yeah,
I know what that's like.
yeah.
Bounce back to the pitcher's mound. Snag. Throw to first in time. 1, 2, 3 inning. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It'll be Mountcastle, Fraser, and Hayes. The last chance for the Orioles to keep this going. Ugh. Be right back. Gotta change. Gotta switch out my. Put on some fresh socks. And now the reception's fading out again. Damn it.
You're back, right?
Yeah, I'm back. 1 out on a fly ball to Allen. And the picture's fading in and out again. I'm really starting to hate this. And Jordan Westberg will come on to pinch hit for the Orioles. First pitch. Ball one, I think. Yeah, ball one. Rain stopped, and now I can barely get the game. I think I've lost the signal. For the love of God. Why does this always happen? Okay. 1 and 2. Missed pitches. I had to switch to the triad station. Pitch. Ball 2. I mean, it's 2-2.
Yeah.
Full counts. Foul off again. Here's the payoff pitch to Westberg. Fouled again on the chop down. Sit down, strike 3, swung and missed. 2 away. Here's Austin Hayes, who's fouled out, struck out, and ground out as the last chance for the Orioles. Ground ball. Volpe's got it. Fires. Ball game over. The Yankees win. The Yankees win.
Yes,
I mean, they
sir.
won.
Let's go, Yankees.
Let's go Yankees. Yeah, finally.
Final score 8-3. Yankees got 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Orioles 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They never recovered after the 5th inning. Clark Schmidt will get the win. He goes to 7-6. Ty Wells gets the loss. He falls to the same record. Yankees now a game within striking distance of Boston, and that's just to get out of the basement.
That's a good game.
Yankees improved to 55-48. Orioles dropped to 64-41, but 3-41, but still retain their game and a half lead over the Rays, who got clobbered tonight, 17-4 by the Astros. That said, game over. Thanks to Evie and Darwin for joining me for this as we say goodnight from Baltimore. Leave a comment, smash the like, sub to our channels. This is Mets2128 signing out alongside Shiny Evie Cosplay Revolution and Cloud Darwin Peter Lewis. Goodbye and good luck.
And good night. And don't forget, work hard and get good.
Yeah, Lewis. Bye, guys.
Night. All right.